What do straight women think of lesbians? Hi. Lesbian here. I've been feeling a little weird around straight women lately, and I think it's because I just don't know what they think of lesbians. Straight women, what are your thoughts and feelings when you encounter a lesbian in a public restroom? How would you feel if one wanted to be friends with you? Do you want them as friends? Have you been asked out by one? And how did that make you feel? I'm a sort of chapstick lesbian who presents more androgynous sometimes. And I'm struggling with feeling uncomfortable in women's spaces. Like, I'll wait till a public restroom empties out before I go in just to avoid making people uncomfortable. Is this all in my head? Help a girl out. Edit honest replies only. I appreciate encouragement, but if anyone has any hang-ups, I wanna hear about 'em. I'm very curious about the truth. Edit 2. Thank you for all these enlightening responses. I'm thinking this probably is in my head. However, I'd like to clarify something for those asking me why I would even be concerned in the first place. Gays have historically been known to meet sexual partners in public restrooms throughout history. And in some places, currently gays couldn't get intimate in traditional settings like in their homes. There's a mysterious and negative connotation to gay restroom hookups, and although I'd like to ignore that, it still affects me. Additionally, there's tons of rhetoric going around about LGBT people going in restrooms in order to molest children. I'm disgusted by this, and disgusted by child abuse in general. I'm somewhat afraid that people may believe that BS and actually think I might be a child predator. Literally just for existing as an LGBT individual. I know I'm not doing anything wrong, but it really rattles your soul when you see things like this on the news. Thanks again for your encouragement. Edit 3. Thank you all. I didn't expect this many responses. I appreciate all of you. What are your thoughts and feelings when you encounter a lesbian in a public restroom? How would I know a stranger's sexuality? I don't judge people by their looks, so I couldn't care less who you're attracted to. You're a woman in the women's restroom. The fact you are a lesbian has nothing to do with it to me. Of course I would be friends. My city has a pretty big gay scene, so there is absolutely no weirdness or judgment coming from me. I am a straight woman and I don't usually think about lesbians. My sister married a woman, and I don't really think about her being a lesbian. I just think of her as my sister. I would certainly be friends with a lesbian, in the same way that I have male friends with no romantic connection. If a person presents very androgynous, I might wonder about the preferred pronouns and avoid using pronouns for that person until I am sure what pronouns to use. It would not bother me to see an androgynous person in the bathroom. I'm not sure I'd notice, because I am just trying to go to the bathroom. No one should be looking at anyone while they are using the restroom. That goes for straight women, grandmas, and anyone else in a public bathroom. Please don't shame yourself by feeling you make others uncomfortable. You have a right to live your life in comfort just as much as anyone else. I don't even think about the sexuality of others in the restroom. Are you there to pee? Wash your hands and get on with life? Then we're good. I barely notice anyone in the bathroom. I need to do what I came for and get out. Now if someone is blocking the sink to take photos or put on lipstick, I'll get irritated. I don't care who's in there, and I'm not trying to find a friend in that room, lol. Backquote, how would you feel if one wanted to be friends with you? Do you want them as friends? Backquote, I would be friends with anyone who wasn't a dick, lol. I'm straight but tons of my friends are lesbians and in general I connect better with them. There's usually better feminist solidarity and less worrying about certain politics. Lots of straight women unfortunately play with each other. I've had some respectful sexual offers that I declined, and I don't think anybody's feelings were hurt. So, everybody's an individual of course. But I think all the world of lesbians. Those restrooms and female facilities are for all of us. Don't be shy. Honest opinion, how would I know you're a lesbian? Also, it's a moot point. Does my being straight make you feel weird? We're all of women just existing. It's literally a non-issue for me. I really don't care. I've shared change rooms with lesbians. Post-op M2F women. Pre-op M2F, we're all just changing because that's what you do in a change room. I'm a straight, white woman. 59 years old. How would I know that you're a lesbian in a public restroom? Probably wouldn't. But even if I did, I wouldn't think about it twice. I've never been asked or by a woman. But I've been sent a drink in a bar. Not offended. At all. You do you boo, and I will stay in my lane. Which is to support your right to love and live as yourself. I do not care who you sleep with. If it's not all in your head. I'd like to kill the motherfuckers that are making you uncomfortable. I don't feel any particular way about lesbians. But I have to admit that androgynous-looking people are interesting to me. In my own mind, I'm trying to figure out gender without any obvious staring. It surprises me that I feel a need to know because I'm very much a live and let live kind of person. And would never make a comment to or about someone relating to gender or sexual preferences. Straight face. Well, we're not like other women here. Ha 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 ha, seriously, we are all human beings. And men, women, or other do not always respect other people. And will sometimes act inappropriately or selfishly. I'm happily friends with anyone who'll be friends with me. And be only uncomfortable if someone makes an uninvited pass. I can't say that I encounter lesbians in the restroom. I encounter women momentarily in the restroom. I encounter lesbians perhaps in homes. In groups of people chatting. Places where people would be sharing information about each other. I might encounter more masculine presenting women in restrooms, but I wouldn't assume that they're lesbian. Maybe that's just me. I think maybe you are more worried about it that you really need to be people to go in the restroom to do that what must be done, so to speak. Not to scope out the dating scene. I am an introvert, and out of all the groups of people I would like chatting with me randomly. Top of my list are queer folk. Dog moms and cat ladies, dog dads and cat dads. Happy drunk people. And diplomats. That said, I can't really tell if someone is any of those groups till they tell me. Though, at the bottom are cis-hetero men on the prowl. It's in your head. I haven't ever been asked out by a woman, but I imagine it would be 1,000 times less uncomfortable than being asked out by a strange cis man. Please pee and feel confident. Straight woman here. Half of my closest friends are lesbian. Doesn't faze me a bit. So-called conservatives can take issue. They're becoming even more anti-this and anti-that. I'd much rather use a bathroom alongside a lesbian than one of them. As long as they're a decent person and everyone involved is capable of consent. Who someone loves or is attracted to doesn't affect how I feel about or treat them. I've been very good friends with several lesbians. I care if you're funny and a good person. You are welcome in women's spaces. And if you have a great short haircut, I'll tell you it's awesome.